It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, I've talked to some people recently, and they were telling me when they were watching screens and tubes that some stories just weren't right. And so I was like, yeah, I thought about that. I was like, that's very interesting. And I'm going to get into that first couple things. I want to give a big shout out to El Salvador. Got some plays over in El Salvador this past week. Gracias, gratitude, toda. In El Salvador, I've had coffee from your land, and it is very good, very delicious coffee. I loved it. So thanks for listening. Gracias, gratitude, toda. And additionally, this episode is brought to you by the song called The Plane by the one and only Sun Tzu Cosmic. I guarantee you when you hear this rap song, it's like nothing you've ever heard in your life. So if you want to hear the song called The Plane by the one and only Sun Tzu Cosmic, I'll put the link below. Check it out. Now, let's get on the podcast. So like I said at the jump, I was talking to some folks, some people, some young people, and they were saying, sometimes on the screens, the story's not quite right. Or maybe stories are getting removed, they're not told, they're not seen. Things happen and they're not told. We're talking about things in the past or even recent things. Not getting told. These screens are not telling it. At least some areas are not, or they're telling it wrong. And I get it. I understand why you might be a little irritated about that. But there's really nothing you can do. There's certain entities, companies, groups in positions that go ahead and spin narratives through stories. Stories is a good way to spin narratives. We're talking movies, TV shows, documentaries, video games, books, social media, whatever. There's numerous ways to tell stories and shape narratives. Yeah, I get it, right? A lot of art is basically just spin narratives right at you to get you to think a certain way, to believe certain things and buy certain stuff. Yeah, I know this. I think he knows it too. And he was a bit frustrated when, there's certain things not told properly or being removed. But this is what I think you should do. If you find yourself in this particular situation where you feel a story is not getting told like it should or getting told at all, that's when you got to take the power of modern technology. We are in 2025. And I talked to another young person this morning, and I was telling them how different 2025 was from 20, 30 years ago. It's way different. When I was a young man, it was nothing like this at all. We did not have the power to communicate like we do now. To go ahead and spread words, narratives, language, videos across the globe. Different regions get to hear what we're saying, see what we're doing. It's all over the place, right? You have that power. So if you hear stories and narratives not doing what you want them to do, or not saying what you want to say, then go ahead and plug into the modern technology and spread the stories around the globe yourself, right? Make YouTube videos, right? Make movies, make songs, write articles, write books, tweet, Instagram, Snap, whatever. Just get out there and tell the story. You ever heard the quote, if you can't join them, beat them? Well, it's kind of like that. If you can't join them, who cares? You don't want to be part of that group. If any group is not including you, because they're saying you can't join us, so what? They're lost. Do not depend on other people to make you feel whole. You know how many times the captain's been shut down by numerous groups, people denied? For a decade, I tried to enter certain spaces and be part of certain things. And I was denied over and over again. Over and over again. Denied, constantly. And I was like, why am I keep trying this? Why am I keep trying to join these things? They don't want me. They don't recognize my awesomeness. They're like, whatever, who cares? I'm just done. I just stopped. I said, why am I trying to keep doing that? They don't want me. F them. Super serious. No disrespect to you guys, but hey, you don't want me? You're lost, bro. Because the captain is powerful, and so are you. You are a powerful individual. You are a human being. You know how blessed you are to be living on planet Earth right now? A lot of people didn't make it here right now. We are here. It means we are blessed by the G-O-D. We are living. And because you're a human being, you have so many options. I don't care where you live. I don't care how old you are. I don't care about your gender. You have options and possibilities. Just open your mind, right? So stories, narratives, not getting spun the way you want. Spin your own, tell your own. It's very easy. Modern technology makes it so easy. It's so easy when a caveman can do it. No disrespect, caveman. And also, by the way, my buddy I talked to, he loves caveman. He's always sticking up for caveman. And he says, stop dogging caveman. But anyway, seriously. I was talking to the dude. He just was very frustrated with it. And I get it. Like I said in the jump. But we have the power, like I said. So yeah, go ahead, spread those stories. Tell those narratives. I do it every week. I get on here and I talk about what I want. Right? I barely watch screens anymore. Be honest with you. A little bit here and there, but not as much as I used to. Right? Because I don't want that dictating my mind. I dictate my own. A lot of what's on these screens is absolutely nonsense. One of the things about living in 2025, because anybody can do what I just said. Everybody's doing it. And sometimes when everybody spins narratives, tells stories on the internet, on the World Wide Web, sometimes you get a lot of nonsense. And sometimes people believe this nonsense hardcore. They're hardcore devoted followers for some reason. They believe everything these people say and spin all the stories being told. Let's be real, there's a lot of nonsense being told, right? How do you feel through it? I don't know, I'm no expert. But you know what? There's certain things that we probably can agree on over time that are definitely for real. Right? Let's go ahead and go and tell those stories. Oh, one additional thing too. There may come a time when someone might tell you something that obviously is not correct, right? Don't correct them. Don't worry about it. Let them believe their tale. Let them believe their story. You know the truth. Don't need to battle. So one other thing too. There's a lot of people that believe certain things through these stories being told, whatever they might be, however they may be, right? They believe them. And you know these things to be false, not correct. Right? There's just certain things we know. And so there's no need to battle them and argue. It's a waste of time. Don't waste your time arguing with these people. Who cares? You're not going to change those people. Get out there and just share your beliefs and ideas and let them spread. And the best ideas will win. Right, straight up. If they're real and they're the best, they will win. There's only so long nonsense can keep going on before it just falls apart. Nonsense will not prevail. It has to be solid. A solid belief and philosophy will prevail through time. It's proven over and over again. I'm sure in the span of mankind over the last thousands of years, there's been many beliefs, many stories, many ideologies through time. And I guarantee you this, not a lot of them lasted. Some have, and the ones that are still here, those are the solid ideas, right? So yes, if your story, narrative, idea is real, sound, and true, it will last. It has to. The other thing just gonna fall apart because it's built on a house of cards. In the next 10 to 20 years, you will see what I'm talking about. The true will remain in 10 or 20 years. The fake will all fall off. They'll quit, they'll give up the stop, they'll fall off, they will fall off. And so since I am 40 years old, I can tell you for sure I've seen this over and over again. There was a lot of people, a lot of beliefs, a lot of things we thought in the past. Way back in the day, guess what? They're not here no more. They somehow disappeared. They somehow lost popularity because they weren't built solid, bro. The solids are still here right now. Talking, doing, thinking, thriving. Still here. Years upon years have passed. We can find books and ideas from people in the 1800s that are still here today. Those have lasted. Those beliefs have carried on. Going even back thousands of years, the beliefs are still here because the solid beliefs and ideas stay strong. The false will fall off and fall apart and deconstruct. History shows us over and over and over again. Just study history books. Look at it. Read. Study. I know a guy that studied history a lot. He's told me over and over again. He said, bro, look at this, look at this. Yeah, it's true. Over and over again, you'll see it. Look at the patterns. Look at how it works. Yeah, now one additional thing too. Maybe now there's a hot story narrative being told. Oh yeah, it's hot now. Give us some time. See how long that lasts. We are now in the game of information overload, right? And the real will prevail and stay. Let's see who's the real, bro. What is the real? We got to find out. Now, I am 49 years old. Now, there may be some narratives, beliefs, stories that stay for the next 20, 30, 40 years. Okay? Maybe I'll be dead and they'll still be here. But if you're a young person and you're here after I'm gone, and there's certain beliefs, narratives that you know are just nailed away, and you just know in your heart, just wait. Eventually, they will topple and fall apart. Guaranteed, history shows us. Yeah, you young people, just pay attention. Young people pay quite attention. Pay attention, watch, listen, learn, observe. I told a guy this week, he said he sees everything. He sees, observes. Yeah, good job, bro. Pay attention. Because in the future, you will see. I guarantee you that I'm a 49-year-old person, you will see it all play out. My dad told me the same thing. And now I'm seeing it as an older person, right? Just wait. Take your time. Be a good person. Do your work. Take care of your family. Do what's necessary, right? Take care of your people. Do all that. And keep just pushing forward. And you will see it. You'll see it over and over again. Guarantee it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I want to talk about. And like I said, you don't like what's being told, you think it's told wrong, tell your own stories. Do YouTube, do podcasts, do whatever. Run your mouth like everyone's mouth. And share. People will listen. They will pay attention. I promise you they will. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, a weekend, and a month. Hope this is going great for you. I want you all to succeed. And until next time, we'll see. My favorite thing is to go where I've never been. Diane Arbus. Till next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks.